we going live?
Yes, we are.
Let's see who gets the red spawn. It's Chrysler at the moment.
By the way, guys, welcome back. Get your butts back in your chairs. It is time for the bronze game between Pacmen and PlanB. I'm gonna be on Purgatory, and I am so grateful that we get to watch my second least favorite map ever again. Way to kill that hype train right there, huh? I'm on Hate Me, who's got a massive stack. Gonna drop and get Mega in front of his teammate. This doesn't matter though. What they don't realize is that Quad is at 58.
Yeah, forever 58, man.
Forever 58. That should. If you guys have Forever 21s over there? It's like this store for girls. You don't really need to know about it. But you gave me a great idea for a senior line of that thing. Let's see what Hate Me can do. Oh, Hate Me's gonna have 200, 200.
Okay, he lands to the record and just denies aiming. And you have the same scenario again, he gets pushed down to the mega.
May have had some lag here, guys. Hold up. I need to make sure that we equalize today. So I think we're good now. I think we're good. Sorry.
Watching Chrysler at the moment. Gets killed up. Gets a good trade at least with a teammate there. Let's see if they can win the next round. Looking to win for them at the moment. Pacmen actually wins it with an extra flutter. So Chrysler getting the Mega Storm, getting the stack and everything out. Let's see if he can secure himself either a raid or the rocket. He gets the raid, plays high ground, this is exactly what he needs to do. Just needs to survive here and deal a lot of damage. This is really risky pushing in towards that edge.
Zenith just sitting back. Team's gonna get it, gonna go back and help get the rail. No. So Pacmen loses rail but gains red. It's kind of a good trade-off because you need one or the other, but you don't want to do that too long.
I'm still watching Chrysler. He hasn't died yet, and he's still racking up frags. He have 6 or 7 now in a row, and still just keeping it alive. He still have every weapon he needs.
No, I can't. Yeah, I can't really switch until right now. I'm on whoever is gonna get.
I'm watching Hey Maya.
Yep.
Units. Going around with these. Taking it quickly. Let's see if they can secure.
Spam his spawns. He should just spam spawns. This team already had red.
I think the quad is up. No, it's up. Actually up there.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be just that set over, I guess. A skilled shotgun from Unix, getting both the frags. That's huge. He should just drop his weapon here. There's no point of him running around with three weapons with 2 HP. He was trying to do it there. There's a concept that shows so clearly on DM20, for example, is if you have low HP, just drop the weapon to your teammate and kill yourself. That's 1 life you give away, but you actually need a stack to be able to do plays on the map. If you don't have HP, it's better to just die. And that's one of the scenarios that shows really clearly on this map also. Some of the areas you can't do anything if you're hurt in one sense. Still watching Unix though, he's playing the lower area at Mega. He should know that Mega is coming up. He got that. Let's see if he can secure anything on...
Sorry by the way guys for all that miscommunication there. I had something I legitimately had to go away from. Sharp. I'm gonna turn on Follow Killer.
Yeah, just tell me who you are.
Once this, of course, I turn Follow Killer on when everyone dies at red, all at the same time, and it gives you all nausea. You tell me whoever you're gonna be on for power-ups. Who?
Unix.
Okay.
And have Follow power-up on also.
Okay. That I can't turn on quickly. He's gonna go down that way anyways, won't be a problem. Pekka's got 44 armor. Take it away, man. I will be back in literally 3 minutes. It's kind of emergency.
Yep. Well, I'm watching Pekka at the moment. He have the BS at the moment. He secured red though. That's really good. Let's see if he can find somebody here. He's gonna gamble with it, but we don't find 3 players. That's huge. Good trade in one sense. Actually secures weapon for a teammate also that's one standard, so that's good. Basically what he needs to do now is just stay safe up here, getting the weapons, and then just restack together with his team with the next red that they're doing. That's perfect. Get strategy. See if they can just play around this. Kind of a miscommunication there. Trying to push the guy in the hallway with rockets is better to just gank him when he gets out of it.
Thank you whoever told me about the screen.
Well, I'm still watching Pekka, and he gets traded there though. Zenith going in for the red, trying to secure that. Well, that's a really unfortunate that he missed that railer, but he somehow got the kill anyways, with some support from his teammate. And he's kind of a Pacmen. He have every weapon in the game. Well, let's see if they can get someone. That's a real nice rail, securing that side for the team. You should hear that one of the rockets, yeah. He missed the shot there. That's kind of huge. They should try to secure power up though. There's no point standing in a railing since you can't get power up. See if they can actually get the other power up. Watching Chrysler at the moment. He's playing just the upper area. I don't know if the power up died yet. Should be up.
You're on Antonio, right?
Yeah, I'm on Antonio. And if they can just get this red and secure it. This is one of the things that's really hard to defend. If you're down here with just edgy and no rockets, you can't actually span the window with rockets. So it gives them a chance to drop down. Let's see if that's a really nice secure. Okay, that's an unfortunate rocket. This is one of the gambles. If you're up here and if you don't know where to go, you can always just peek into this room and see if you can get the yellow, or deny, either deny the rocket there or give it to a teammate in one sense. And from there you just play it safe and just try to play with your on the major power. I'm watching Smurf at the moment. He's grabbing the Mega at least. He's really stacked for this next fight at the red. I think he would go up for it, he should. I think with his team here, he's alone though. That's not the best things.
A little bit of interesting trivia here as I have a moment to talk about everything. If you notice on PlanB, Bruce, look at the scoreboard there, and yeah, Hate Me is probably one of the few people with actual positives. Is gonna watch Pekka this time because I want to watch PlanB pull ahead here at the halfway mark. I was gonna say that Hate Me is probably either doing the right thing or not showing up to help his team. Excellent catch out by Suit. Should rocket jump up, and it's really sloppy. And he probably just cost his team some death.
Oh yeah. Like, if you can't make certain moves and so on, yeah, it's just gonna hurt the team in the long run. That's
nice trade.
Nice RNA though.
You're on Zenith? Okay. Gonna be finishing this up again. Guys, I apologize. I almost just called you Sparks. Sharp, thank you so much, dude, for doing that. And you may have to do it a little bit more here in just a minute. Kind of got something going on here, guys, that I can't ignore.
Yeah. No problem.
Thank you.
I'm watching Jaeger, so just simple. He gets the red zone, then he actually gets a trade on him. It's just trades straight up. There's not huge things going on control-wise. Still, Pacmen kind of have control over the red, but they're losing it a lot of the times. This is a really good stack for him, for Smith here. And he actually gets the mega also. This is huge if you can get up and secure high ground. Then we have a huge chance of getting actually back into this. Okay, Antonio actually secures the red there for them. But he can't actually finish the fresh spawn there, so that's kind of hard. That's a nice direct rocket. Unix is really low. I think it just will be a trade here. Looks like PlanB is getting the quad at least. Impressive. Important rail there in the end. Smurfy getting BS without weapons though. You only have nades to work with. He finds a yellow. Can he get the rocket? Rocket should be like 20 something, 25 maybe. You still haven't have a weapon though. Okay, he's doing kind of the roaming thing here. He can't really find players, but he's just roaming and trying to find Antonio and finish him off. He gets it. Getting a yellow at least. Well, he's uncontested at the red, and that's really weird to see. Like, that's what PlanB should focusing about. I think they were just late because they have 3 players on top there, and maybe they didn't know the exact timing, so they should know now that it's actually sooner. Basically they should just flood arrow now. They're kind of late again. They're doing the high pad though. They lost out of the red again. That's really unfortunate. He may get in the rail though, so let's see if we can stack up here, because they need the next quad to be clean at least, or the power-ups. So he may should just play around here and try to stack. Gets a fresh spawn, but Smurf though. Let's see if they can just finish that. Trying to force spawn, not getting the spawn down there. This is kind of a risk being down here. Since you're so acceptable by rail or rocket, you lose control of what you can actually achieve on the other side that he needs to get now. Okay, they have 3 people on the power up, so they should just try to deny this quad. They didn't actually go for it. They played kind of a safer route in one sense.
You on Jaeger?
Yeah, I'm on Jaeger also.
Okay. Thank you. Ken Sharp, go for it. You got Jaeger at 70, 90, getting it 2 spawns?
Oh yeah. And he finds the quad up there, that's huge. Secures his teammate there. Didn't get killed, so that's good. And he actually gets the kill there, that's huge. So Jaeger, here you can see the implication of when you have rail and rockets on high ground, you can just lock down everything on the map. And that's something you really want to strive against and have as firmly as you can. And basically what that allows you to do is do huge comeback, since you can basically play around that. That's really sloppy though, losing out of that red. They actually made a comeback of 20 frags there in the last 2.5 minutes. And that's, I don't know, he drops, maybe he wanted to drop it to a teammate that was there, but he got killed, and then he gave it away to them, and that's kind of unfortunate. Watching Smurf at the moment. Antonio.
Sorry, who? Antonio?
Yeah, I'm watching Antonio at the moment.
I think we're good on the syncing here, so you should be good. You get the rest of the map, is that okay? I'm just going to assume.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll be back for this second map.
Watching still Antonio here, he's getting a kind of okay trade from the Unix creating somehow. Lava 1-0. That's a really good spawn he gets there. He gets a fresh spawn with full armor. He gets rail though, that's kind of huge. If he can get away here, that's a really bad move. Don't get rail here, he's railable. He could actually kill someone through these cracks. He gets me though. Not ready for a respawn start. Could have gotten a machine gun spawn in front of him. Still trying to see if they can secure this red. Pacmen is still in the lead, but not a lot, only 4 frags. PlanB is just totally shifted now, the playstyle. They're playing this more supportive red style when you're just playing high ground, and it's working out really great for them. They actually extend. And it's basically an even game now. They've made a huge comeback in the last 5 minutes. If they can just keep this up and just play it safe as they're doing, they could actually win this from just playing good. Ime is kind of alone up here, that's kind of a risk. If he gets flooded here by double shotgun or shotgun machine gun, he could get traded. And that allows Pacmen to just push into red again. This is really good. They're playing more supportive. I'm still on Amy. Is still getting a really good trader. And see if he can get spawn, he gets the frag instead. That's also really good. Basically what that position allows you when you're standing up here is just allows you to hit every angle. You can see like, even if he dies here, he still drops the rail in a position that basically if he had stood a tiny bit further ahead, he forced one enemy to drop down for the rail, and that's like small things that makes better play in the long run. Jaeger getting a rail. Ooh, that nade, that's huge. The golden potat hits again. Unix is trying to basically deny the top there. Okay, that's a nice sign dodge. Not getting hit by that. Somehow Unix finds a nade down there, just laying around. I'm not switching paths at the moment, just because I want to see what's actually happening.
Okay, I can hear you. Who are you switching to?
I wanted to switch to Chrysler. He's kind of doing a good job, he's positive net at least, with a lot of damage, but I don't really see him contesting the red, so I kind of want to see what he's doing. He's playing high ground at the moment with rail, getting Hame, that's a really good trade. Impressive. Getting Pekka also. Let's see if he can actually secure the rail for his mates now. This is really important though, like if they're gonna do a comeback now, they need to basically secure the next rail and just play either the red or the high ground or hope for a trade. Yeah, I just watched, he had 10 impressive, so he was playing the rail angles then and playing the rail side. Watching Pekka, he could actually steal this next power up if he's just staying up there. He has no HP though, but he can still try to deny it. You should know that red is coming up now, yeah, he knows. So this is just pure rush now, getting the lost clean power up. He could actually get a free quad here. He missed the super easy rocket there, and it basically, I think it loses him quad. It actually did. Quad goes down though. Murphy getting kind of the good spawn. Let's see if we can get the red also. Pacmen actually have a huge chance of doing a comeback now. Those are perfect rockets there, locking Unix with his battle suit in a corner, so he can't actually roam around. It's still only 3 frags, they can still make this, it's 30 seconds ago. Smurf getting the trade, that's important. It's actually an kind of an even game now, only 2 frags separate them, 15 seconds.
Oh wow.
PlanB is just hiding at the moment. They're down below at the Mega and Plasma. They can get 1 frag up here, he needs to get the frag. It's actually
still
even.
one more. Rush through the tele.
Just rush it.
Holy
That's
buckets.
ridiculous.
You guys, hey, Sharp, check in chat.
That hype.
That's all for you. All dim kapows as you. Thank you, dude.
Okay,
you saved my butt from having a silent cast on an incredibly. I got one. Thank you. On an incredibly close map. So thank you, Sharp. That was awesome, dude. You saved my ass. I'm good now, by the way. So we're going to Limbus.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Whew. All right.
So PlanB actually wins the first map with 1 frag. That's just insane how close that was.
I was watching the whole time. I didn't want to I was done like a little bit earlier, and I didn't want to interrupt because that was insane. Like by just really both teams, to be honest. But it was probably the closest game we had all night, right?
Oh yeah. The other have been wipeouts from 1 or 2. That's actually the most exciting movement, I think.
Impressive.
So far, we still have the final to go though, so it could still be really good, really good game. So.
Yep.
I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see Pacmen play this map way more aggressive. Like they played the last map kind of slow down in one sense. So I kind of want to see them go more aggressive.
I agree. Actually, the problem with that is, I feel like Pacmen themselves is a much better team to sit back and they play a plus back game much better than they play a plus forward game. And a plus forward game, especially against like PlanB, it's not going to work very well for a team that's not used to that. So I don't know if going like full aggressive, like you were saying, is maybe the best idea.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 ways to play this map. Either you go really aggressive and get like the rail red position is play high ground, as I would say, like that works most of the times.
Yeah, it's like a big strat in pubs. It's a lot easier to pull off, I think. What's the other way you like to do it?
But you can also play the more defensive role and just stacking up at LGs and play it safe like that, and just deny the angles on high and just push in as a team. That works also, but that are the 2 things you need to balance and also.
There is, I think I can actually move around on the server good. Yeah, I can. Okay, so I was gonna say, like, this hallway area here, it's a deceptive map where when you run around on it, you feel like you could literally just strafe everywhere really fast, but you gotta be kind of careful here. Like, there's a lot of sharp corners, there's a lot of areas you can get caught out. Like, you really gotta take this whole thing that I just went through on stream slow. But here we go, PlanB versus Pacmen. Pacmen's down a map. It's the bronze finals. I'm gonna be off on Antonio. He's gonna get shotgun straight to red.
I watched just pick up this one. I wanted to see who got the rail there, and Chryso got the rail on high ground. And he secures a fragger. I'm watching Antonio at the moment. Getting the trade on the red. Next red is coming up. This is looking good for PlanB.
Bet you didn't wish he had given that shotgun away now.
Yeah. Oh, that's bad prioritizing on the rocket there.
Yeah.
Instead of doing 100 damage to the red pickup, he just missed the rocket totally. Zenith with the quad though. He still have the mega there. And he finds Hammer. It's the shotgun though.
Yeah, and ironically, gonna take it real slow. which I like. I think gotta watch that obituary. I think that this team
That's
should
a really
play
weird
LG.
move that he didn't go for the charge there and deny that, and then go down here.
You talking about the LG?
Yeah, I was talking about Zenik's moves there with the quad in the end. He didn't go for the charge actually, and you run past charge all the time.
Yeah.
That's something you cannot do. Even a 5 shard, if you have 2 people with a machine gun on you, those shards will actually make a huge deal if you can survive or not.
One
and since they have
damage
so many weapons, you see us stack whatever you can.
I mean, you've got 1 damage coming at you with armor, or 4 without armor, so...
Oh yeah.
And yes, it is
And if you
4
just multiply
TDM,
that
not
with
5.
2 people, fresh spawns, then it's either 8 damage or it's 2 damage, so...
MG is an incredibly powerful weapon. When you
Oh yeah, like,
use it.
whenever you get the chance, if you don't have any weapon out...
Oh, look at Kreiser! That was...
Yeah, he's gonna get this. Okay, he didn't do it.
Antonio
That's
with a good
unfortunate.
read. It was a good read. Kind of, I guess he felt it getting baited out.
Yeah, well, he should have seen the teleporter or heard it, at least when he jumped the pillar there.
Oh, wow. Nice little double stack there.
Okay, I don't know why he gave away the railer. Maybe he didn't know, but still. Pushing Antonio, this position where he's standing now, it's the best thing you can do with a rail. He's standing
Especially with
in
his
that.
armor. He can save
Oh, yeah.
all of his... Yeah, I was gonna say, you can save all of his stack.
Oh, that's a nice fake.
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
that's
But still.
okay, actually. I think that means that he didn't have to waste any of the stack. He's got a movement error that's gonna cost him that red. He may not have gotten that, sure. Whoa, Smurfy with a gun. He may not have gotten that red Antonio, but he could have at least showed up and got a rail on it. But Smurfy's just gonna snatch that up.
Oh yeah. Smurfy is actually playing this position that Smurfy is playing now. That's one of my favorite positions, just playing up here, and you can always just duck behind that ledge he's standing.
Yep.
And
this
there's
is the
no way you
roost.
can get hit by machine gun even.
Yeah, this is the roost. It's like the sniper's nest of this map, essentially.
Oh yeah. And from here, this is also a really good movement, like where he's positioning himself. He's positioning on high ground. Even like a small ledge like that, it's actually way more difficult to hit from below.
Yeah.
Whatever weapon you have.
And somebody might
immediately
argue he
correct.
died, but he actually went and he helped his teammate out a lot there.
Oh yeah.
Just the fact that his team still has red rail as Kreiser
That's
shoots
great.
at you, Antonio, in the back.
It was a double though, so thanks to him.
Rails
Still pretty
impressive.
funny.
Totally worth it.
For the lulz.
Oh yeah.
So there's one more red. Technically 2 before power-ups, but really
Impressive.
1.
Yeah, you can only take one, then you need to set up, so...
Yeah. And it's gonna go... Wow, this is a lot of stack here for...
Let's see, I'm just gonna fly out and see who gets position on.
Yeah.
Looks like PlanB have kind of position there for a second. They have double Pacmen on. PlanB have better position though. They have high ground and they're flooding late. They have one from backhold. They're just cleaning now. That's really good position from them. They have 2 rails. Oh, that's so unlucky. Okay, he actually gets out there and gets traded by the shotgun rocket combo. So it wasn't a good play in one sense, but at least they didn't give away the quad
Nice
for free.
rocket
So.
by Kreiser. Yeah, it's like I was saying last time we watched this though. It's a sloppy quad map. It really is. And if it's not a messy quad, one team either screwed up or didn't show up. Like,
Yeah, it's one of those two. Like, if you just do a good job at positioning and like be ready on the angles, then you can defend it pretty easily if you're there in time.
Yep.
But most teams don't do it like the pre-fight stuff. You need to be at least 10 seconds ahead to be able to set that up, and a lot of times there's more important stuff like the red or the rail coming up. So.
Been on Kreiser for a while now. Might look at someone who's doing something a little different.
I kind of want to see what Unix is doing. He's down there in damage. Looks like they're playing the LPRD, at least for
Nice
now.
Smurfy. Yep. Zenith and oh, here he comes finally. I was gonna say I'm not gonna be on hate me. I'm gonna leave Follow Killer off for a sec. But they're doing a good job being together. Like, you know, Pacmen is, but they're showing up just a little late to everything.
Yeah, I noticed that also. Like, some of the fights are they're really weird fights because someone is coming in late and have a full stack versus some of the guys that are already fighting. And that just gives you really, like, even if you win the area, you will still have people that's really low in one sense. Okay, I'm watching Anthony at the moment. He got the red and a rail out of this, and he's setting up on quad from high ground. This is really good. And PlanB gets kind of a clean quad out of this, so that's really good.
So. I wonder if that guy knows Mega's up. Okay, they finally
okay,
get
he knows
Mega.
the Mega's up, but I don't think he will risk it to go down there, since there is a rail up there.
That guy was kind of a dilemma.
Yeah, it's like, do you take the risk of getting railed and maybe killed and going for the Mega or not?
Well, I mean, like, just when they were going to red, kind of a dilemma because their team was split into two. PlanB was, Pekka, just keep your weapons, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why. But their team was split into two, and he's left with the choice of which power-up to go help. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, they just lost red as Pekka went down there. And no one's gotten Mega, so if they just lost Mega as well, that's the dilemma I was talking about. It's just positioning after the power-ups. PlanB wasn't ready for anything, so this could be Pacmen's end, basically, is I guess what I'm saying.
Basically, they have... There's still only 20 frags, but on Limbus, 20 frags is kind of easy to hold if you can play it right. So, I mean, it just comes down to if Pacmen can get a free quad with weapons and stack, then they could do it, but it's really hard to pull off, at least against PlanB that have this good of team play and good control in one sense.
In watching Pacmen, Zenith has this lovely little lovely little yellow and Mega route. He's gonna get jumped on by two players, which is so unfortunate.
That's really unfortunate.
He lost a huge stack. What I was gonna say is that he was actually kind of not with his team, and because he wasn't, he actually, I guess, gained an extra 50 armor for nothing.
Yeah, Smurf actually gets this quad though.
Should
have a
call.
That fast now. Oh,
there was a lot of confusion.
Just denying that. Exactly what he needs to do, and then he just gets away also.
There was a lot of confusion there because there was probably a call out from Zenith that, hey, the Mega's up, and Quad had too much going on in their heads, and they botched it.
Yeah.
Long and short.
It's like, if you have that planned in though, if you have everything in if you watch a demo, for example, as a team, as it should do, actually, you should have that just down the paper what you should do with the quad, and then you should just play around it, and everyone should know their role in one sense, what they should do. Since you know that the quad will go for the Mega and then go one of the pads up or the stairs up to red and secure that. You should have someone that's just scouting for you, basically, that doesn't have any weapons or something. Either a shotgun or a machine gun guy. I'm watching Hayme at the moment. It's done with the Mega. He should know it's coming up now. He's trying to poke some damage. He got the Mega though. Okay, this is not really going to work like that. Like, they don't have the high ground for red at the moment, and they're kind of trying to stack up the edges. Let's see if this works. They need to do something after this quad.
They actually are fine, I think. Here's why. I was watching Pacmen while you were saying you're on Hate Me, only because of the stacks that they had.
Yeah.
They're just equalizing everything out, and PlanB is just doing the damage. PlanB is basically damaging all of the armor that Pacmen's getting, but no one's getting any kill advantages. Like you were saying, it's easy to run with it.
They're not even committing to this. Okay, Pacmen actually gets the free quad. That's why I said it's not gonna work.
Get your ammo.
Basically, what happens now is PlanB is still playing the lower routes. They need to be up at the red now, and they're securing the red. That's really good. So basically, Pacmen had the stack there pushed into the quad, and then they couldn't get the quad basically, or get it out in one sense. And they lost control out of it, and that's something they cannot afford. They had their chance there. There is still time. I mean, there's 9 minutes to go, or 8.5, and you could do it, but there's a really small chance now that they will get another scenario like that again.
Yeah, that was probably their opening, without a doubt. And it actually looks like everything slowed down after that.
Oh yeah. It's also that PlanB is playing this way different now. They're not rushing the rail as much as they did before. The first 6 minutes was really just a deny of the rail and just being on the red in time.
It was a good call on their part. I mean, doing that and then switching gears entirely when you're 30 frags up, like, or just about, I should say, 20 frags. Yeah. It's a good idea because it's like being in a duel where you have a minute left and you're down.
That's the thing. If you just play it the right way and delay as much time as you can and like play it safe like that and don't give away free frags, then it works. But it could also backfire if you give away too much control. You could actually get shut down or shut out from what you're actually trying to achieve. Right,
that's what I was going to say. It's like being down in a duel with a minute left because you basically gave the map up.
Yeah.
Not really going to be much. You've got to choose something, yeah. Go straight to red. No, I say go straight to red. Your teammate just took everything from you. And this quad needs to go to red immediately now, or otherwise they're not going to gain anything from it. 1 kill.
Yeah, well, it's also like they're up with so many frags now. He don't really needs to go red. He can just try to deny every fresh ball and deny the weapons.
It's principle. I have to knock on PlanB for something because they're probably about to win.
Yeah, but they're playing it safe. You can't really like emphasize that they're doing the right thing.
I will emphasize that he is doing the wrong thing. But no, you're absolutely right. I was looking for something bad to say about the run because it wasn't doing anything.
He survives and gets the mega instead of dying and giving away the lead. So, I mean, that's perfect play.
Yeah, it is. This reminds me a lot of that Grim Dungeons, by the way. Remember the Grim Dungeons we watched with 102?
Yeah.
That was pretty textbook. This is very reminiscent of that on PlanB's part, where they're just like, yeah, okay, it's cool, we'll just stay here.
Yeah, you can see like the gangs here. They're just playing it 2 people all the time at the same area. And they even have 3 people now, and just scouting all that.
I'm actually going to watch Smurfy, because they need to do something.
Yeah. It's like
as they die. Zenith. We'll go Zenith.
I'm still watching him. He haven't died yet, and it's still like 3 minutes gone past.
That's why I had to switch, because I got to see what Pacmen's going to try to do. I mean, it's only 25 kills, and it can swing.
Yeah, but it's only 10 every quad, more or less.
Yeah. And Zenith missing all his rails gives up red.
Completely. I'm watching Smurf now.
They can just jump on it, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, PlanB can either jump on it, because they have a frag lead.
Yeah, they can just deny it, and they're fine with it.
Right, or you can do what they're probably going to do, which is to guard the exits. Right here is a choke.
Watching Smurf still, he can't find the frags, and he eats an A there.
Thanks for the follow. By the way, guys, those of you who have followed or donated today, I didn't forget about you. Like I said, I was going to do all the thank yous. I'm going to do them all in one take at the very end. This is, again, a chance, I think. This is control for Pacmen.
Oh yeah. Smurfy basically got in on the back yellow and got the rotation down and then survived and pushed that out all the way so they could get the yellow.
I don't like his choice to keep looking down at the shotgun when he could hear his team fighting, and they don't really have weapons. He does.
Yeah, but it's more also have confidence in your team that they will actually secure that side. And if you get ganked in one sense there, if someone was gonna come up from the other side, then they would get the freebie. So he just had the confidence that the team will solve the problem behind him.
Yeah, it's fair enough. He ends up chasing too far into the hallways though, and Plan B just sat there. Pekka and someone else were sitting at rail. Just kind of waiting.
That he went pummel when he had rail.
Yeah. It's a much better idea for the MG.
Not to drop it if he dies, but I mean, he had 3 teammates next to him, so pretty high chance that he will not lose it. And Tony actually snags the rail there, that's pretty huge, and actually rails the guy. I think he had 15 impressives, so that's pretty well done on this map.
Yeah. Anything
you
over...
actually watch him, he actually lands every rail now.
Yeah, well, it seems to happen when I'm not on him, which is why we're going to have your demos and mine together. Pekka is going to have nice support from, yes, 17 impressives he had. This is a victory run. It has to be.
Yeah,
this is definitely a victory run.
Excellent.
Really hot triple there. Or back to back. That will be a frag also. Sometimes you don't see even a good quad run on this map, and sometimes you just get these really clean frags without any trades.
You know what I think it is? Because, yeah, we keep saying how messy this quad is. Oh gosh, Pekka's just doing a really good job. Anyways, you either just die, or your quad dies, and it's horrible, no one gets anything done, or they get away with hardly anything and they have to scrap up.
Yeah.
Or that exact same thing happens, but the person who dies and got all, you know, janked up because they dived early, they spawn on red, come back, get mega, and then they come in with like 200 armor and they just take quad for free because everyone else is dead, basically. I see that happen a lot on this map. It's one or the other usually. I am still on Pekka, and I'm gonna try to switch to whom? Who should we go to, Sharp?
I would say go to Smurf in one sense. He just got killed, but still. Okay, he gets a good spawn though. Well, I mean, they're securing the right areas, but they can't find frags, so that's kind of the hard thing to try to play around in one sense.
At the same time,
thing like
they didn't lose by 1 this time.
Yeah. Well, imagine that this game was just 10 frags, then they would just need to take a risk to push out.
Yeah.
At the moment it's over, but they can still like practice on what they can make better for the next game and so on. And I think the biggest concern is just there are 4 people at the same area now, instead of just splitting it to 2 people with good weapons.
I think you can see the desperation attempt. The frags spread out to almost 40.
Oh yeah.
So that definitely a lot to do.
You can see Pekka just running around trying to find something, and he can't actually find the frags even. That's gotta be so frustrating in one sense when you know you're behind and need to find them and you can't even find people.
You mean? What do you mean Pekka? Because he's on Plan B. He's happy.
No, I mean Smurf.
Okay.
I didn't notice that.
You know what? I think I said the same thing earlier for some reason. So it's all good. We each did that once this game.
Yeah, just go with it, you know.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna call you out on it and make you feel like a fool. You let me go with it because you're awesome. Pekka gonna kill hate me.
Direct nade from Senets there.
Screenshot.
I mean, the game felt, if you look on the pickups, actually a really close game, but Plan B we just played it better, basically. They played with better teamwork. Kind of.
Are we gonna be here? I think we're gonna move to SE. Probably, yeah. Gonna move to servers. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, the biggest difference there was, it was even on the pickups, but Plan B just had way better control and actual insight in what to do in the actual scenarios that they were facing there.